Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. This video I'm going to be showing some of the grade work I was doing, and I'm actually waiting on stone right now, but got the roof on, the vapor barrier, soffit fascia. Uh, yeah, that's about where we're at right now, but yeah, enjoy the video. Right here, I'm just touching up the what's going to be the final grade after I get stone on. I peeled about 1.5 inches of the soil back, and I got about probably I'd say 15 ton of dirt that I gotta load out. And I'm just gonna load it out into my trailer and take it and dump it somewhere else where I need the fill. But yeah, I'm gonna have about 2 inches of stone on top of this, and then I have a trencher coming that I'm going to use to do all the drains and all my plumbing that's going to be under the slab. But yeah, I find it hard to believe this stuff's so compacted that 1.5 inches, just skimming that off the top, I came up with about 15 ton of dirt here. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but anyways, yeah, that's what's going on here. right here I'm just putting some gutter apron and some fascia on. I like to use this aluminum fascia, it just looks a little nicer. It's got the ribs rolled into it. I have a brake, but I don't know, it's just a lot quicker to buy it when you're placing your metal order. Yeah, but you'll see here, I know a lot of people might disagree with this. I'm just brad nailing the very top of the fascia on, but it's going to be covered with gutters anyways, so the gutter hanger screw actually goes through the fascia, so there's really no point in using black trim nails here. I'll just nail the fascia high and that'll hold it until I get the gutters on. And then going up both the gable ends, going up the rake, there's a screw every couple foot, so there's no need to use trim nails there either. So yeah, that's just just one of the things I do to kind of try and speed up the process here. But it took me about, I don't know, probably 4 hours total to put all the Soffit fascia, gutter apron, the C&T trim all the way around. But the man lift definitely helps with this too. I can just set my materials up on the basket. I only have to get down a couple of times to kind of restock, but yeah, it goes pretty quick. Usually this stuff here is pretty easy to put on, but when it gets windy, it blows it all over the place, and it's hard to keep it straight and keep the wrinkles out of it. Luckily, you'll never see it unless you pull one of the steel panels on, so not much to worry about there. But I do like them to overlap in case there ever was some kind of drip around a screw or something. That way it at least run down this vapor barrier. And I also like to overhang the vapor barrier on top of the gutter apron. So yeah, if it runs down, it runs out. But yeah, this kind of works. Just it's boring, it's monotonous, and uncomfortable as well. Standing on the trusses and trying to staple it and cut it. It's a pain in the butt, but
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan. Your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour. Take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder. Work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring. How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
the closure strips that my metal supplier gave me here, I don't know why they did it, but it's got the adhesive to where it sticks to the sheet rather than sticking to your gutter apron there. So you can't just lay them all out and then lay your sheets on top of them. I think it's a pain in the butt to have to put them on every sheet. But yeah, what I ended up doing is after I figured out how big of a pain it was to do it this way, I just I put all the sheets on, then went back through and tucked them up under. But yeah, it seemed to work out better and ended up being a little quicker. So. One thing I want to touch on here, I don't know how you guys would do it, but I always pre-drill my sheets, whether it's siding, roofing, it doesn't matter. But yeah, we just pre-drill them 2 foot on center, and it makes it so much easier, especially when you're putting sheets down by yourself, or if you're on a steep roof and you really got to reach for a screw. You already have the hole there. All you have to do is get your screws started straight, and it pays off at the end when you go through and run all your screws in. But yeah, it's real easy. I just use I think it's a 7/64 drill bit, and that's just enough to get the cutting head on the screw started. And yeah, it seems to work out great for me. That's how I've been doing it for years. But yeah, just a little tip for anybody if you're not doing something like that already. I know some people will they'll drive a punch through a few sheets at a time, but I'd rather just drill the whole stack and get it over with. So I don't know if you can see there, but I had to change my shoes just because this color we picked, it's a flat black, and it's a really nice color, but it just attracts the dirt. You can't walk on it unless you have like a brand new pair of shoes, or unless you have a clean pair of shoes that you leave up on the roof or take up with you. But yeah, I had to lean a couple sheets up there, then climb up the ladder, change my shoes, and it was a pain in the butt. And then I have that little front entry porch right there. That made it a little difficult as well, but the front took me a little longer than the back did. The back I had it done in about an hour by myself. I had all the sheets laid out, but yeah, that's one thing about the flat black or any of the matte colors. They're just they're really hard to keep clean and keep from scratching. But another thing is, you'll see how I'm dragging the sheets up. It wasn't really doing any damage to the gutter apron where I was dragging them up, and I always drag them on the back of the sheet. And as long as you don't let them drag up the sheet next to it or scratch the fascia or anything when you're dragging it up, it, you can do it that way. But yeah, I know a lot of people might be hesitant to do that, but it's not going to hurt anything. So that just about wraps up this video here. If you enjoyed the content or found it useful, feel free to give us a like or subscribe. I appreciate you guys following us and watching the videos. I'd like to do more to grow the channel. I might be doing some kind of giveaway here soon, but yeah, if you like the content, like, subscribe, share it with your friends. It's much appreciated. Thank you.